Animated email.
Hello, hello, and welcome to episode 56 of the Nightmen campaign. Let's start right off with introductions. CL3R1C will not be joining us today due to issues with service and whatnot. But we have with us Azul, the glorious god of balance, as Connie Romave and Bert Greystoff.
So,
Oh,
We have Lemmy Lemonhead, the lime green lemon man, as the hat of many hats.
why computer?
We have the chaotic Fail Sam as Caladra Baratheon.
Hello.
We have the brilliant Professor Zool as Aya Alden.
I have landed on the moon, motherfuckers.
Both the great and powerful Ivanator, along with the calm and collected Tamaz Alpha, will be joining us later. Tamaz probably will be like 2 hours late, unfortunately, due to work. And Ivanator will be joining us here in like an hour or so. So, keep an eye out. So,
Or a year out.
that brings us to the end of those announcements. As always, huge shout out to Alexander Nakarada, vindsvept, Tabletop Audio, and Breaking Copyright Royalty-Free Music for being artists and compiling artists who put their stuff into Creative Commons so that broke boys such as us don't have to sell your legs on the black market to pay for cool songs and stuff.
If we're not doing that, then we might want to dump the trunk.
Well, yeah, we gotta dump the trunk, but anyways.
We'll put down the saw.
Also, if you guys haven't already, please think about going to check out our previous episode. Give me 1 second. What the fuck? I cannot see for the life of me. Feel free to go check out our previous episode. Episode 55, A Labyrinth to Remember. It was an episode. It was for sure an episode. And it'll give you context. Also, go check out Professor Zool's one-shot, which we kept up the VOD for up on YouTube if you guys want to go check that out. It's just called Tom and Spooter One-Shot. It's very fun, it's very chaotic, and we rolled a lot of nat 20s.
So much for you wanting to kill off your players.
it was excessive.
It was very excessive. But we survived.
Fun DMing it.
We survived.
Barely.
Barely, but we survived. We survived. And who knows, we might see those characters again at some point. So keep an eye out, guys.
But what if we don't have eyes?
Fair. Yeah, keep an eye out for that. Also, we have donations down in the description if you guys want to go ahead and just kick us some money. We are thinking about opening up a Patreon so that you guys can hop on over and just kind of say hey and maybe help us in a more direct manner. So
Right now, you ain't doing shit. You gotta get your productivity up.
So, keep an eye out. Also, we are at 37 subscribers here on YouTube. Once we reach 40, we will be putting out a poll with a few designs that you guys can vote on for our first piece of merchandise that we will be putting out once we reach 50 subscribers. So make sure to share, like and share, and maybe comment on the videos, and get our stuff up and going.
Get our attention up.
Yeah, get our attention up. Let's go. Also, you'll notice that episodes 51 through 53 have updated thumbnails. We're still working on getting caught up on all the thumbnails, so thank you for your patience. We appreciate it.
Who's we?
It was the royal we.
The royal we.
No. I don't... It doesn't feel very royal or...
It's very royal. What are you talking about?
The royal we. My lady, it is your it is your time. It is you have 1 hour today to play Super Mario Kart.
But with that, I don't really have any other announcements for today. And we kind of started late. So why don't we jump into tonight's episode of the Archives of Eternity.
Yeah.
Connie, you realize you're looking up into the air as you feel movement from behind your back. A feeling of being moved without you wanting to. A fast, lumbering, thunking. As you notice you're 20, 30 feet up in the air in this large corridor in this maze. As you're looking down at your friends. Some of them, aspects of them fading from your mind.
Not on the ground. Feet, legs, where am I go? Help! Help! Ah!
You notice that you begin moving at a very fast pace away from your friends, as Professor Grant seems to be yelling something that you can't hear. Almost like the blood in your ears is thrumming and keeping all sound from getting to you.
What?
I have you now.
That's creepy.
You don't have to worry, young one.
I'm very worried.
The blue light protects you.
I don't feel very protected right now.
He will know what to do. I will show you the path to enlightenment through him.
Look, I don't know if I want to sign up for your religion right now. Maybe take a rain check on that.
Don't
you have a pamphlet
worry.
or something?
The font
If a
will
pamphlet
show
or
you
something, you can
all. The font will show you everything.
Jeez, could you just, like, I don't know, come knock on my door later and, like, talk to me politely, and then I'll, obviously politely refuse and send you on your way, and you'll just go down to the next door and repeat the same process?
Not
Foolish
serious.
mortal. Nothing can prevent this now. You all see as Connie is being suspended in the air, the figure that is attached to his back begin to move very quickly, probably about 60 feet per 6 seconds, 60 feet per round. It is moving.
Moving.
DM.
Yes.
In 12 seconds, I can let off 2 gravity sinkholes before
Wow.
he's out of my range.
That is fair.
Also, I know this isn't exactly important, but what hat am I wearing again?
I don't remember actually.
Was it
I know-
Chiquita Banana?
No, I think it was changed.
I know at one point I was Dr. Zoidberg.
I think
I don't think it was that.
rolled... You rolled the octopus. That's right.
Right.
Oh,
okay.
it was Octopus Lens?
Yeah, he's
Dr.
Zoidberg right
Zoidberg.
now.
Okay.
Dear Neptune, what is happening?
So DM, I would like to cast Gravity Sinkhole.
Okay. So that is
Since
a Constitution saving throw from the creature.
Yes, indeed.
Give me 1 second. What is your spell save DC, Aya?
16.
16. Alrighty. Let's see if the creature saves. That would be a 23.
Okay.
Wow.
Damn.
So it takes half damage on that first one.
10, 16, 21, 26, halved for 13.
Alright, Connie, make a charisma save.
You know, it's weird. Whenever you deal half damage, you almost want it to be lesser, because the bigger damage you deal, the more it's going to get cut back.
Yeah, it's about the same.
He's wrestling for something back there.
Mhm.
He's probably wrestling his dice up.
The demon.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay.
The demon.
That's an 11.
You fail, so you are still your body is still stunned and being controlled by the creature as it moves another 60 feet.
Does
and
anyone else have?
I
time
will
to
I will
react?
I will zoom after him dashing. Full
You're
on.
dashing.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold
Okay.
on. I believe I might have something that can hold him.
Which I believe that's what is that?
Orc moves at
my
what,
brain.
45 feet a turn?
Shoot,
Or is
what
he
is
up
it?
to 50?
110 feet? Dashing?
If you're dashing, 45 should be 90 feet per round.
I've moved 55 feet.
Oh, you moved
Yes.
55. Yeah, that'd be 110. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In a single
Uh,
turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if my dragon form would be able to go fast. How to go fast.
I mean, I could
Uh,
use shock and grasp on him.
Not from this distance.
Nope. I guess I run after him. You just hear, whack, whack, whack,
Here.
fucking. No,
But
just
yeah, I will-
Squidward walking.
I'll
Whack.
immediately dash after him.
All right. So you begin dashing after the creature. As it notices your approach, it dashes as well and begins moving even faster.
How fast is it moving in comparison to me?
120 feet. So
Do I get
it
one last shot off?
you
or-
get one last shot off Aya before it can
Oh wait,
exit your range. Kaladra, you had a question about your dragon form, correct?
Yeah. How fast is flying in dragon form?
Uh,
I'd imagine fast.
Flying form for you, Kaladra, considering you're over 500 years old, you are an adolescent dragon.
oh wait, hold on. I've got Evard's Black Tentacles as a spell.
He's got tentacles!
That
For the
is
duration,
a,
tentacles fill-
AoE, right?
Yes, but I can put it in front of him. For the duration, tentacles fill a 20-foot square on the ground that
Your
you can
flying
see
speed
and
is 80 feet, Kaladra.
turn it into difficult terrain. When a creature
Alright.
enters the area for the first time or starts its turn there, it must pass a dexterity save or take 3d6 bludgeoning damage and be restrained until the spell ends.
What is the range on it?
90 feet.
It's getting close to about 180 feet away from you.
Which,
What if
can
I-
I dash in flying form?
So you'd like to transform into your adolescent dragon form?
Can I dash in flying form to go faster?
Yeah, absolutely you can. You can.
Okay,
You
then
would be able to
yeah.
dash up to 160 feet. Give me 1 second.
You know. Oh yeah.
Also,
hold on.
I'd assume dragon form is bigger, right?
Yes, much bigger.
Alright, can I also grab whoever's closest to just, like, bring them with me? Like-
You would probably be able to fit 2 people on you, on your back. the closest person to you is Darren and Aya.
All right, yeah.
Okay, so I actually have something. Okay, so
Darren?
you said he was 180.
The old dude.
No, not old dude. The
Nope.
the guy
Oh,
who
the-
guy who's
It's
been
Dan.
Dan.
Yeah,
That was it. It was Dan. I
Gotcha.
forgot.
Right.
Either way.
Okay, so you said he's getting up close to about 180 feet away from me, right?
Yes.
But okay, so I have something that I might be able to do. I could dimension door 90 feet, close the distance, and then cast Eivard's Black Tentacles.
They're both action spells.
Not unless I used my sorcery points to cast one as a bonus action.
That's a brilliant idea. Do you have 2 sorcery points?
I do. I haven't used any magic.
Beautiful.
Okay, so I use my bonus action to cast fucking dimension door and get 90 feet closer to him, and then I'm gonna use my main action to cast Eivard's Black Tentacles in front of Connie.
So, because he would be right outside your range, like right at the edge of your range, you'd be able to cast it on him, not in front of him. You'd have to go further than 90 feet.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it'll probably still hit him.
Yeah,
Cause-
which will be the start of his turn. He'll have to make that dex save.
Yeah.
All right, then I do
DM.
that.
I already cast my
Secondary gravity sinkhole. Let me
Yeah.
roll another con save.
So yeah, I'm gonna do that.
That's 18.
And yeah, I still think even as all this is going on, I would dragon form and like
Start.
head nod hit Aya to get on. Let's go.
By the way, as I cast Eivard's Black Tentacles, ocean water portals pop out. I flay all 8 of my tentacles out and just whoink, and they appear
Okay.
right under, like right on him, and presumably grab him if he doesn't pass.
Okay.
that's 12 force damage to
Okay.
the tentacles.
Okay. What's the
I'm
spell
rolling
date
really
spell
well.
save DC on you? Hat.
On Eivard, my spell save DC. This is a warlock spell, so my spell DC is 14.
14. All right. It has a 17 for its save, so it succeeds. Kaladra, as you transform, your armor seems to almost change with your body as the furs grow and seem to extend the fur around your scales. The armor changing to claws on your arms and legs as your 4 limbs gracefully fall to the ground, and you are about, I'd say, 10 feet long in terms of your torso, about 20 including your head and tail, and then you are about, I'd say, full wingspan, 30 feet wide, and your body itself is about 10 feet tall as well, on all fours. So
Just have one note.
Mhm.
After she finishes the transformation, under his breath, Aya just says, "Beautiful."
nice.
Wow.
Kaladra, you grab Dan in one of your claws and wrap Aya in your tail softly as you place them both on your back. Spread your wings and begin to fly.
Hell yeah. Hopefully Dan doesn't mind.
Dan gets picked up. Hello? Ah!
Well, he didn't say he was ready for battle, but you know, he
I
was
just
closest.
tap Dan on the shoulder. It'll be good. I trust her.
I just met you people yesterday.
I just met these people 4
Today.
days ago.
Technically, like, I don't know, a couple minutes ago because of the real world time.
Real world time is 2 to 1. 2 days in here is 1 day outside.
So wait a minute. So fucking... Oh god, what's...
You guys have been in there for 3 days.
So Cool Guys has just been standing there for 3 days?
He's been keeping watch over you guys. He has not just been standing there. Alright. So, Kaladra, as you fly after this creature, you notice that it's kind of hard to spread your wings all the way out, so you have to kind of beat your wings, hop off wall to wall. You're still moving at 80 feet, but you're having to orient yourself in ways that keep you from crashing into the wall with your wings so that you don't damage them.
Okay. Yep.
Oh.
So I will ask that you roll an acrobatics check as you're going through this somewhat narrow for you corridor.
DM, I have a question. Did the Hat of Many Hats roll the damage for his Avard's Black Tentacle?
No.
No, he did not.
Because even if it passed, it still takes half damage.
Oh.
Let me see.
Unless specified otherwise by the spell.
Let's see. If it is already restrained by the tentacle, it takes 3d6 bludgeoning damage. It doesn't say anything about... Well, okay. It turns... First of all, even if it didn't hit, it turns wherever he's going into difficult terrain. Secondly, it doesn't say anything about what happens if he fails. It doesn't say anything about half damage.
Okay, let me pull up another...
I will say that you do have... It is difficult terrain, so you'll have to look for that.
And Avard's Black Tentacle is a 3rd or 4th level spell?
On mine it says 4th.
Avard's Black Tentacles is a 4th. When a creature enters the affected area for the first time on its turn, or starts its turn there, the creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 3d6 bludgeoning damage and be restrained by the tentacles. A creature that starts its turn in the area is already restrained by the tentacle, takes 3d6 bludgeoning. Can use an action to make a strength or dexterity check. Its choice against your spell save DC on a success, it frees itself. It has. It does not specify.
It does not specify, no.
Does not specify half damage.
But it does mean that you have to roll a dexterity or a dexterity saving throw to not get stuck in it again.
Yeah, but it's
That is a terribly worded spell.
It is a terribly worded spell. 20-foot square, it won't start a second turn in that. It's running and it's already out, so it's like...
Oh, it's also... Is it covered in darkness, or no?
Ivard's Black Tentacles, ebony tentacles fill a 20-foot square on ground that you can see within range.
Dexterity... No, it doesn't say anything about it being... Oh, I thought that one had the darkness effect, but I think I'm thinking of a different...
You're probably thinking of...
Hunger of Hadar.
Yeah, Hunger of Hadar.
Hunger of Hadar.
Yeah.
Yep. That's my B.
Alright.
But I am still within range to do a 3rd sinkhole, right?
Yes, with how fast Kaladra is moving, you absolutely do.
Oh.
Although I will say, the difficult terrain doesn't seem to have affected the tentacles as the hat wanted.
That sucks.
Well, it's still 20 feet. You still have to roll dexterity, even if he's not moving.
No, not after he rolls the initial one. Once he exits it, he's done with it.
But he still has to move through it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's right on top of him, so he'd still have to make the dexterity.
He already did. He passed. He passed the dex save.
For that one, but on his turn he still has to move.
That was for his turn.
At the start of his turn, he had to make one.
He had to make one.
He did that and passed.
And he's already moved through it. It has.
I really hate this spell.
Does not seem to have inhibited his movement at all.
I hate this spell. Why do I have it?
It must be one of those spells that came with your
You have Evard's Black Tentacles. It came with your Warlock.
I have the oldest edition known man.
That's such a bad spell.
It's a very badly
worst
worded
part-
spell.
And the thing is that I could get fucking Arms of Hadar.
Yeah, Arms of Hadar is amazing.
Arms of Hadar is different than Hunger of Hadar.
Hunger of Hadar is a single targeted spell where,
No.
Arms of Hadar is the single targeted one.
Yes.
Hunger of Hadar is the cloud that gives
no.
darkness and stuff.
I don't know if I had anything that would keep him in place, though.
Well, I mean, it's hard to when he's moving at 120 feet per 6 seconds and he's like getting farther and farther. As you're all following, Caladro, do you have anything you'd like to do as your dragon form with Dan and Aya on your back?
Breath weapon, but I don't.
Huh?
Burke, you're chasing after them, and they're slowly getting farther and farther away from you.
I will turn into my tiger form and move 10 feet faster.
Okay. They're still ahead of you, but you're keeping pace with them. So you're keeping them in sight now.
Mm-hmm. So kind of just as I'm sprinting, I'll just kind of jump forward, extending my hands onto the ground and morph into the full tiger form and start just racing after it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try to like hitch a ride on you, Burke, as you get closer to me?
I think I sprinted.
Yeah, he's already.
So
well
I'm already
past
past you.
Professor Grants grabs you and starts running towards that direction, along with Leopold and Advin.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Professor Grants just picks you up and starts running with you in his arms.
Whack, 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 whack.
DM.
What up?
The saving throw for
Right.
my sinkhole, please.
Right.
By the way, as we're running, I dismiss the arms of Edvard.
Okay. The Evard's Black Tentacles.
Yeah, so we don't run into it.
That's a 22.
Okay. He still passes, but
Alright.
I gotta get close enough to him to use Shocking Grasp, but that's really close. And I'm not fast, and none of us are fast enough.
Is this something we've needed initiative for or anything?
No.
No.
Okay. Feels weird.
15 divided by 2 is 7 points of damage.
Okay. As you all feel like you're getting closer to him, he rounds an unseen corner. And as you all round it with him, they're gone.
God damn it.
Do I get to do anything about it, or...
Connie,
Just gone?
You're supposed to do 2 more rolls of.
Oh yeah, sorry, Connie. You're supposed to roll two more
Yeah.
charisma saves.
That's what I was wondering. Okay.
As
You feel
the
grim in your mind is just like, be a good guy.
Okay. Yeah, that's a nope. That's a 6 and a 4.
oof.
Oh,
I tried. I really tried.
Connie, how did you bag a baddie and not have charisma?
It's
Is it
kind of
wink?
the other way around. It was more like she bagged me. It's like
How'd you
I
bag
didn't
that
really have as
baby?
much of a say in the mat.
I love that.
I didn't
Connie.
bag shit. She put me on her shoulder, and I have no intention of getting off now.
Connie,
Exactly.
as you're rounding the corner, everything just goes dark for you. And you feel like you're floating in an inky blackness as the darkness surrounds you.
Neil deGrasse Tyson?
This is making me wildly uncomfortable.
Can I try to Do I feel the things on my back?
You do feel them attached to your back, but your memories feel like they're slowly fading from your mind.
Can I reach for my hammer and put it on my back and use and shock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll an attack with advantage because you're doing it on yourself essentially.
Okay.
I wonder where this is leading.
All right. All right. That's a 19.
Very good. Yeah, you will definitely hit the entity. Let me roll that saving throw real quick. It stays attached to your back, but do the damage and roll a charisma save.
Okay. Hold on. What is? Forget. Where is it? It's. What is it? Is it like 2d8 at this level?
It's 3d8 at this level, I believe. Because you're past level 11, so it should be 3d8.
3. Okay. Okay, that's 11 damage. And that charisma save. That's a 5.
You
What
fail
is
again.
wrong with you?
I am not charismatic!
Connie, as the inky blackness fades from your eyes, you notice you're still in the maze. The tentacles still attached to your back. And as you look around, you see a small girl on a pedestal. She seems to just be kind of kicking her legs. A small little creature next to her. It almost looks like the mix between a mix between a rat and a rabbit.
A rat bit.
As it kind of jumps and just looks at her as she's kicking her legs on this pedestal. And the tentacles begin to move you closer. Back to the rest of the Nightmen.
Hold on, real quick. Does
What's
she
up?
look familiar at all?
She does not look familiar to you.
Okay.
But then again, that's kind of hard to think about when you don't really have many of your memories standing in
Right.
full.
But what do I see specifically of her? Like, what race is she?
She seems to be human.
Okay.
From onset dementia.
You know who else has dementia?
Do you know what?
Okay.
Dimension Spy Kids in the third dimension.
As we return to the rest of the Nightmen rounding the corner, what is everyone's reaction to Connie being gone?
I'll let the people with the more important ones go first.
And we just don't see him at all?
You don't see him, the tentacles, or anything. They're just gone.
I will search for his scent.
You search for his scent, but everything in this hallway seems to be overpowered by the smell of decay and blood.
Damn it!
Oh no.
I'm just kind of pacing back and forth and progressively clawing at the ground.
I would land and let the guys off.
Dan just kind of shakily dismounts from Calandra, puts his feet on the ground. That was fun.
Sorry for surprising you.
That's all right. I was not expecting to see a dragon.
After
She gives
being
like a
let
shy
down-
smile.
A dragon.
After being let down, I will punch a wall.
Roll an attack on the wall, Aya.
I will.
No, I know. I love it though. It's so good.
Fuck it, I'll use a rage for this.
Yeah, absolutely. Give yourself advantage on that then.
That wall won't stand a chance.
Me when I'm talking to a
Um.
brick wall. Shut up, brick wall!
That is a 18 to hit.
That will most certainly hit the wall. As you clench your fists tight and the rage builds within you, your muscles swell. The song loud in your ears, Aya, as you bring your rage to bear on the wall and you punch it and feel the pain and shock go up your arm, but see as the stone crumbles from your fist, leaving a good maybe half an inch hole or crater in the wall.
We don't like
Thing
holes.
that the wall gave, suddenly now I go full
Oh,
into the wall.
Okay.
Before you do that,
How many punches do you throw at this wall, Aya?
I'm not in my blade song, so I don't actually have extra attack. But if the wall continues to break down, Aya will go until there's a hole at least to his elbow deep.
Okay. Yeah, if that's the case, I'm gonna roll some bludgeoning damage on you.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah. 5, 6, 10. 16 points of bludgeoning damage on you, Aya, as you bring your fists to bear on this wall, letting go of all inhibitions. Where the crap did that dang die go? There it is. Got it. I saw. Alright. What were you gonna ask, Kat?
Oh, I was just gonna say, would I know anything about the creature on his back?
No, you've never seen anything like it. This is your first time seeing a creature such as this.
Oh dear.
As you, Professor Grants, Advin, and Leopold all around the corner, Professor Grants, I am not as young as I used to be. Ooh, still got those track champion legs, though. Oh. As
I do think I will. I
don't even have legs.
I have tentacles for legs. I don't have bones.
Professor Grants will kind of walk over to Burke, letting the Hat of Many Hats to the ground. He'll walk over to Burke, put a hand on one of Burke's shoulder blades, and look him in one of the eyes. We'll find him, Burke. We just need to search high and low.
I'm losing another one.
No. And I'm not losing him either. Not after we just got reunited.
I will make another sniff check.
Can I?
Alright,
While
roll
you're
a perception check this time, Burke.
Okay.
While he does that, can I do an investigation check to see if they left like a trace?
Yeah, sure. Roll an investigation, Hat.
Alright, hold on. Hold on. And
Aya will just continue playing Bloody Knuckles with the wall.
13.
13.
Mhm.
As Aya continues punching this wall, you catch a smell of Connie.
I know where it leads at all.
It seems to be coming from the wall itself.
The side that Aya's punching.
Yes.
Okay. I will jump up at the wall and start slashing at it.
Do you want to just turn into your hybrid form?
Yep.
Alright. Turn into your hybrid form, the victim's last thoughts crawling up your arms as you feel the rage begin to well up within you. They crawl even further than they ever have before, Burke. As you've unlocked the exalted form.
Oh, shit.
Praise him. Revere him.
Oh, he is exalted.
Alright.
Also, I got a 19 plus 7 to my investigation.
Give me a sec to write the exalted form for you in your notes.
I will also state that when he uses his investigative ability, he looks completely like Grim, just like his using Grim's as like a holographic shadow to look on the ground. Is that? I think the main way he does it is that like he's copying Grim's skills and abilities, so he's of use.
Copy the abilities of the one who wears him.
Yes. I mean, he's been on his head for nearly 13 years now. He would have picked up a thing or two. And you know what? He knows a thing or two because he's seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum 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 bum.
We are traumatized. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum.
I will morph into my hybrid form and start aggressively slashing at the wall repeatedly, trying to wear it down. Just kind of growling and snarling all the while.
I think at this point... Oh, wait. I just realized. You did 16 damage to me, but I was raging, so I only took 8 of those.
Mm-hmm.
Adrenaline's a hell of a drug.
I forget, do you have 2 rages?
3.
You have 3 rages? Nice.
He has a rage against the man, rage against the machine, and rage against the economy.
Fair.
Oh shit.
Though, I think as soon as Burke started, my rage would have ended. Because I could only go for about a minute.
The silence is
There you go.
killing me.
Is Caladra still in her dragon form?
Yes, Caladra is still in her dragon form for the next hour.
I was just gonna lean against one of her legs.
I'm curious, why is Ian so upset?
Because he becomes, like, friends with people. And he wants to help.
Like, well, yeah, but, I mean, I'm not, okay, this is coming off as very mean, and I don't mean it to be, but barely knows any of us, and knows Hat even less.
Trauma brings people together.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. I mean, to be fair, that's how the Nightmen are friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is literally
You all
the only
trauma
reason they
bonded.
hang out.
Yeah, we're all trauma bonded. You can't stop us.
What do you think
What are
of
those?
that, Burke?
What do you think of that
What do you think of
shit?
your exalted form?
Oh, let's see. Hold on. Okay. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
The exalted
Oh
form is
my.
pretty frickin' sick.
So this is specifically when I'm in the hybrid form, then?
Yes, this is
But it-
specifically
what
for
is
the
this?
hybrid form. The awakened and exalted forms only show during the hybrid.
Okay. All right.
Other
sweet.
than
Well,
that-
I will.
Other than that, when you're in your full tiger form, it just looks like you have little paw wrappings.
Oh,
Little
little
shoes.
tiger booties.
Little tiger booties.
Did you get my roll, by the way? I did say it.
What did you roll at?
I
got a
rolled a
26.
19 plus. I got a 26 for investigation.
Very nice.
And again, state that it's just a hologram of Grim doing what Grim would do to find clues.
As you're looking, Hat, you notice small pieces of shadow that seem to have flecked off from the creature as it was running and being damaged by Aya's sinkholes. And as you're looking, you notice that they seem to be seeping into the wall.
Into the wall that Burke is hitting?
Yes, into the wall that Burke and Aya were attacking.
Okay. Without a word, Hat looks at the wall, looks at the shadow, looks at Burke. You see him walk up to the wall, and with no words, you see him put his fist against it. And as he does, the visage of Grim comes back, and you see the Eldritch cannon stir up again, and I'm going to point blank shoot all 3 shots of my Eldritch cannon into the wall.
Okay, roll to hits. Roll all 3 to hits.
Oh, and by the way, I should also mention, this is the most, realistic version of the Grim hologram he's ever made. Okay, hold on. To hits, what do I need to add to it?
Your spellcasting, your spell attack modifier.
Which is, my spell attack bonus is +6 for Warlock, so...
There it is.
Oh, another 19. 19 plus 6.
Beautiful, 25. That'll definitely hit.
Oh, wait, do I need to roll 2 more times?
Yes. You need to roll for each and every one of the Eldritch Blasts.
I believe I have 3 shots now.
Yes.
Yep.
You're all past level 11, so you all have
Nat 20.
3. Beautiful.
Nat 20 plus 6, 26.
First nat 20 of the night goes to Lemmy. Congrats.
And first one for me in a while.
Yeah.
And last one, not as good, but it's a 12. 12 plus 6.
They'll all hit.
So I just want you to look at, as it's going, it's less like a gun going in this moment, but a drill. Just spinning and firing massive amounts of fucking shrapnel.
And as you fire, it gets a good 2 to 3 feet deeper, this hole that you're all attacking. Burke, would you like to roll some attacks for me, please?
Yeah, I will definitely do that. Let's see. So that's... I mean, it's not in combat,
Also,
so it's not
Does
like
Burke smell the presence of Grim right next to him as I do this?
No.
So I have to do the...
Alright, fine.
I don't have to do a flurry of blows?
No, you don't have to. You can just attack, like, a few times.
Okay. Just, like, attack it twice or so?
Yeah. Attack 3 times, technically, because you can attack with your bonus action as well.
Oh, okay.
Because you can attack.
Okay, 19 plus 8.
Beautiful. That'll definitely
16
hit.
plus 8.
That'll hit.
10, 18.
Alright, they'll all hit.
Alright.
So that's,
Okay.
roll your damage, my friend.
Alright. That's a 7. That's a 11. And that's
11?
a 12.
Okay, so 12, 11, and 7.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, it's 12 of the 7-11.
Yep.
23 and 7 would be 30 damage. Burke, as you punch and wind
Shit, I
up
did
with
roll
your
damage.
third punch, you feel yourself punch right through the wall. And you feel air on the other side.
Oh yeah, I didn't roll damage for my hits.
As you retract your arm.
Can I, like, I'll like gesture and force everyone back, and then point the wand of immolation inside the hole.
Absolutely.
All right, and I'm just gonna blow it up. I'm gonna jump back as I do it, but I'll spring off of the wall. But as I do it, it just explode inside the hole.
Absolutely. What level of fireball are you casting from that?
Let's go with fourth.
Fourth level. All right. Absolutely, man. Roll damage from that.
All right. Let's see. So I forget how many is that. How many does it start with?
It starts with 8d8. Or 8d6, sorry. 8d6.
8d6?
So it goes up by a d6 every level, I believe.
Is it just a fireball, or is it a buffed up fireball?
It's a fireball.
Okay.
It's just a fireball.
I thought fireball was... God, is fireball...
It's a third level... Yeah, it's a third level spell at 8d6.
My man,
Fireball? No wonder everybody casts fucking fireball.
Yeah, it's a sick-ass spell.
All right,
yeah, it's a meme, but it's a good spell.
Yeah, that's
It's like
all
a
right.
fucking...
25 damage.
It's like the Kamehameha. It never misses. It does good damage, and it doesn't need to do shit to look cool.
Yeah. Okay, so you dealt how much damage?
25.
25. Okay, 25 points of damage to the wall. You see that the hole that you blasted into it gets a little bit bigger, but it seems like there's gonna need to be some work done for you to be able to break through this wall fully. That's when Professor Garant speaks up. Madam Dragon?
Yeah, that was what I was gonna say.
Mr. Lizard.
I believe your variant of dragon can breathe ice, correct?
I can.
Perhaps we can use the ice breath to freeze part of the wall to be able to make it more brittle.
Oh.
Indeed.
Sure. And
the integrity of these walls does not seem to be that great. Please.
I wasn't thinking about the structural integrity, but yeah, and I breathe my ice breath.
Yeah, you get you lean your head right up close to the wall where the hole and the large crater being formed is, and you use your ice breath, and you all see as she breathes in, these ice crystals begin forming around her mouth. As she releases this large torrent, blizzard-like ice from her lungs that freeze across this wall. And you see the wall itself, up about 12, 15 feet high, is frozen.
I think at this point, I would speak up. Hey guys, I know I started punching the wall, but I didn't figure we'd go drilling through walls.
You had the right
I
idea.
smell them this way.
The residue from the creature.
Dan just kind of looks around. We've never done this kind of thing before.
Then you're stupid.
But also hearing that, somebody just said, I smell him this way, instantly, the moon blade comes out and he just starts slashing, hacking.
I also
so we've
slash
got-
and hack as well. Hack and
Alright,
slash.
you two are playing Minecraft while I'm playing fucking Dig Dug as I just...
Can I whack it as a dragon?
Yes, you totally can.
Okay.
If you want,
yeah.
you can put your large claw into the hole and try and
All
pull
together
off
now.
pieces.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
All together now. Please somebody say change so I don't have to keep pulling my cheek to do that.
You're pulling your cheek? That
Yes.
makes sense, but...
Yes, I have to do it like this, otherwise it doesn't sound like Dr. Zoidberg, even though it barely does right now.
It's just
Dr.
me, you, and this wall
Zoidberg.
we built between us.
Homeowner!
God damn.
I'm Dr. Zoidberg.
Just you
Homeowner!
and me, and between us, there's a wall.
Not anymore.
Anyways, yeah, I won't even have you guys roll. After about a good, I'd say 5 minutes of working at this wall After it's been frozen, you guys make a hole large enough, even for Caladra in her dragon form, to make it through.
Also, I just want to mention one thing. The guns become a drill, and it basically is an open mouth of swirling teeth.
Yeah.
You ever seen the Whispering Death? That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so I will bolt through and make another smellception check.
All right, roll your perception at advantage with
And
that
I will
plus
also-
5.
And I will also roll an investigation check.
So that makes it a plus 12 now.
Nice.
May I roll an investigation check?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's
That's another 19, 25.
I also got a 25.
As you're looking around, you see that you're actually inside the wall here. It is not illuminated. It is pitch black, and even those of you with dark vision seem to be having trouble seeing.
Is it magical?
It
Darkness?
seems to be a form of magical darkness.
So does my juiced up dark vision also have a problem?
It still has trouble seeing.
Can't see shit in here.
And when I turn on with the moonblade on, it still is like very dimmed.
It illuminates a small circle around you, but it's still very hard to see here.
Oh, so we're just playing Resident Evil now.
Left or right, Burke? Or are we in like a T intersection, or are we...
You're at like what seems to be the same corner. You're just in a large, thick hallway that is inside the wall.
Well, I think we figured out how the monsters get around.
Would I know anything about... I don't know much about the labyrinth, because I haven't been here.
Creepy mansion.
You've been to the labyrinth maybe once, Hat. And even then, you had to leave because you almost got killed.
Damn.
Can I make like a self-insight check?
Sure. You can make an insight check on yourself.
And what I'm wanting to learn is, like, would it be better to go into this darkness where we can't see, or go back into the labyrinth and try to find another way around?
Okay. Roll insight on your gut feeling.
Insight... 18 plus 2, dirty 20.
Your gut's telling you that this is probably the most dangerous place in the labyrinth. But at the same time, it's probably the quickest way to get to the center.
Fair.
So it's up to you, Hat. What you say, and what you do.
You see,
Also,
you see him, the squid man is just standing there in deep thought.
Dan's
And
just watching you all.
Did I get anything for the 25 on the...
Yes,
something?
absolutely. It is coming from the direction you assumed you would have been going anyways, which is further into the further to the right.
Over on the right side. I'll start heading that way.
Okay.
Hold on. You feel a pseudopod grab you.
All right.
I will...
Dan just kind of holds up his finger. Look, I'm all for changes of paces and stuff, but I'm not comfortable going in there.
Then I'll
Neither
go
am
without
I.
you.
I'm gonna head back. You guys have fun. Hope you find your friend. Also, he did say change.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Thanks for guiding us this far, and I'll keep walking.
Absolutely.
But I-
Have fun. Hope you don't die.
I do want to mention that this might be the most dangerous path we could take.
Doesn't matter, it's the path to Connie. So
71.
71. You get a Keffier.
What's a Keffier?
Isn't it?
I'll post it in the...
Editor, put a picture of the hat in on screen right now.
Uh...
Do it! We don't
Let
pay
me-
you.
let me
We pay
just-
you to live.
Let me just grab the picture. Gosh. Be patient.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the editor of the video.
I am the editor of the video.
Oh, well then hurry up, wage slave.
I am, though. I am a wage slave, technically.
So am I. I live
That's
off.
what we call a working class citizen.
Yes.
That's what we call bitch made.
You're calling me a little bitch, man? How fucking dare you?
I know what your girlfriend calls you.
That's definitely not what she calls me.
Not to your face.
Damn.
I'm lying, by the way, through my fucking teeth. Before anybody starts shit.
Where is it? There it is. Hold up, that's the wrong thing. Here we go. I'll post it into character description.
Tick tick, bitch.
Alright. That's a Kefier.
Oh god.
So for the record, what she actually calls him is just fool.
Yeah, that's a Kefier for anyone who's wondering.
Oh god, am I gonna have to be racist now?
No, you
No.
just be a shepherd. Just be Jesus.
Just
or something.
Just be Jesus.
Just be Jesus. It's like, oh, my child.
Oh, my child. Don't worry.
Oh, Cookie's here.
You have stable
Oh.
service, Cookie?
It's got service in the stables? That's crazy.
Hey, yo, that's crazy.
Must be where the shepherd's from.
God damn it.
Fergus just
Hey, that's
dropped
a
his new diss
manger.
track.
It's in the manger.
Alrighty. So yeah. You change.
I become an Israelite.
Got no mic.
Now that's
Okay,
crazy.
cool. Sick. Yeah, so you guys continue you guys continue your way your way through the darkness that has been manifested in this hallway. Caladra, you do find it rather hard to move, considering how tight the corridors are here. So you can drop your dragon form whenever you want, and return back to your original Dracone state.
Yeah. If it's a problem, sure.
Okay.
Although
by
that's,
the way,
that's
I
her
have fully become,
transformation
like-
for the day, right? She won't be able to
Yeah.
transform back until a long rest.
Yeah. She
Yeah,
won't be
that's
able to
why I feel like if
transform
it's-
until a long rest after this.
You know what? I'm gonna make this spicy. I become a tiefling shepherd.
Okay.
Interesting.
So you change into a hellspawn.
Into a hellspawn.
He says, hello, my name is Gabriel.
Be not afraid.
My name is Jesus. Cat Zeus.
My name is
Hatzus.
Hatzus.
Catsus.
Hatzus. All right.
My
So
friend. My friend. We must. My friend. Habibi. The baby?
So you continue your way through this darkness. It feels like the walls are almost closing in on you as you slowly continue forward. And after what feels like hours and hours of following this scent, turning left, right, left, you come to a point in the hallway where you see this area, a maybe 30 by 30 by 30 room with a small pedestal in the center. You see a mask sitting there on the pedestal.
Okay. I'm gonna make another smell check.
What
Roll
kind
a
of
smell
man?
check. It seems to be the mask of a fox. Very similar to the one that Danica wore on the Night of the Masquerade.
Ah, okay. Can I make an investigation check on the area around us?
Sure.
Got 26.
26 for you, Burke.
Mhm.
Yo, Leopold!
Bold.
That's an 8 plus 6. 15. No, 14.
14.
Investigation.
14 investigation. All right.
I'm investigating 14-year-olds.
No.
What?
Whoa.
Did I say that out loud?
All right.
On behalf of Chris Hansen.
This is if
Why don't
my
you sit
career
down?
goes bad. If my career goes bad, this is gonna be a bad clip.
Yes. So Burke, what did you get on your perception?
26.
26. So I'll get to you after Hat. Hat, as you're looking around this room, you do see the small flecks of the creature. But it seems as though it didn't spend much time here. Almost as if it was moving at inhuman speeds.
Is anything human about this place?
That's fair. As you look around, there's not much to see other than that mask in the center.
Can I
Burke.
investigate the maze? Sorry.
Burke, as you're smelling around the room, the scent wafting from the hallway in front of you, it's Connie for sure, but you're not sure how long it'll take you to reach him. And it seems like the group is getting tired from all the walking, at least with Garance. Garance kind of sits down next to the pedestal. Oh, I am quite beat from all of this walking. On top of that, we've been awake for quite a few hours now. He looks at a small thing on his wrist that comes up with a display that displays a time. To be precise, we've been awake for nearly 12.
12 what?
12 hours.
Oh.
We should probably set up camp and continue on our way tomorrow.
To be clear, this is the only source of light, right? That wherever
This-
the mask is.
This room is lit.
Can I look up and see where the light's coming from?
You want to look up, Hat?
I suddenly realized that might be a bad decision because you told me, because you just made a comment.
I was just asking if you wanted to look up.
No, no, I heard you. It's the way you said it that scares me.
Why?
Don't fucking play me.
You are looking up at the ceiling.
Yes, I look up at the ceiling.
Okay. Make a perception check as you gaze into the darkness. At disadvantage because it is pure pitch black darkness.
Alright, fine. Perception. That's 8 plus 2, 10.
10. As you're looking into the darkness, you could swear you see something.
Mm.
But you almost feel as if it's probably your mind playing tricks on you. I mean, people see movement in the darkness even when there is none. Right?
But I mean, fair, but this is the fucking lament we're talking about, where shit happens all the time. He keeps a mental note of that and
Okay.
remembers where he saw it, and just walks back to the group with just the very. By the way, I wanted to mention that I'm almost like a dark shepherd. Like I'm wearing like black robes, and it's like fishnet on the top. Not fishnet, but like I don't know. Like what's the word
shawl.
where it's a shawl, where it's like sort of knit. It's almost like a quilt.
Yeah, it's a shawl that you wear over your shoulders that's quilted, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
not quilted, but yeah.
And it's sort of like there's dark accoutrement.
Crocheted is the word.
And instead of like the nice like folded shepherd staff. It's sort of like made out of a gnarled black bark.
And that's your vertebraker.
It could be. It's sheep breaker time, baby.
Sheep breaker. It's just a giant mutton chop.
Mutton chopper.
Anyways, do you all decide to set up camp?
I mean, it's not like we got much of choice.
Aya looks incredibly impatient. Like he's about to run in the direction, but
That would
only
be his
Burke
most-
knows the direction to go.
Yeah, Burke is also similar, but contemplating.
My friends,
Or to pace back and
we
forth.
cannot save Connie without. We cannot save Connie on this with this energy. With what we know, with what is happening here, we must remain at full strength, which is why we must rest.
Yeah, fine.
Besides, I will be awake to keep things up. I do not need to sleep, remember?
Right.
I mean, I need to rest, but I don't need to sleep.
Okay.
I'll kind of just slowly morph back into my tiger form and then just curl up where I am and just kind of flop down.
As you do that, he looks at you kind of funny, as if he's remembering something.
Kind of glances up. What?
Nothing. It simply reminds me of something from Eldon's memory.
Kind of looks you up and down before resting my
That he has a
chin on
form
my paws.
that he originally had. Well, not originally, but when he became a stalker, had a form similar to yours, if not bigger.
Yes. We should all rest for now, I think.
I just. Because, like, we don't have pillows, right? So, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, there's like you guys don't have pillows, but like, you do have your bedrolls from the outside and stuff.
I just summon, like, 6 sheep for you to lay on.
Aya looks over at Kaladra. Hey, Kaladra, you mind helping me set up the alarm perimeter?
Not at all. I'd love to help.
And me and Kaladra will set up the alarm, and then I will set up the dome after that.
Okay.
And seemingly, the stars have no story to tell.
Okay. So, Aya, do you continue reading the book?
I'll read a few pages before going to sleep.
Before you go to sleep, Aya, as you're wearing the glasses that the crater told you were of someone named Donovan, you read a certain passage that almost you can hear a voice from. As you look at the note, it is in a different hand. It's not Eldon's. And you just see, I understand he's an idiot, but please, I don't understand why you're trying to actually do this. Just try not to get on his bad side anymore.
Bad side. He got on my bad side.
Your vision fades, Aya, as you see that first-person view that you saw from Kaladra that one night. As you see the visage of an unfamiliar figure who those of you who were in the town of Damnation would know as Ramiel. As you see them walking down this hallway, a long hallway directly beside the outdoors of this university. As you... Here, I'm going to change the music real quick. Here we go. As you're looking through Eldon's eyes, you see him take off the spectacles, and your vision shifts with them as he cleans them and puts them back on.
And besides, well, it's just a little prank. It's not gonna be anything bad.
Yeah, but I have to play it on you.
Of course you... Well, I mean, of course you do. We've got appearances to keep, don't we?
Look,
you see Eldon put his hand on his shoulder. Relax. Worst comes to worst, they'll blame you. And then you get more credit. And then you and I get back at it again.
I don't want to take credit for your research or your sister's.
Dude, it's fine. It's not like it's gonna matter. We both know who did it. It doesn't matter.
Of course we both know who did it. Your sister did most of the work.
She did most of the physical labor. I wrote most of the formulas, as you can see. And he turns his head to look at the paper.
Ellie, there's a lot of things, man. Like, I don't understand why you're trying to do this.
Why? Never been about why. Well, actually, it is about why. Because that dumbass professor decided to open his mouth about me and my family. So now, he's gonna get what he paid for. An earnest, God-tier fucking essay. And you're gonna give it to him because you deserve more credit than I do.
I'm the one who understands how to cast the spell, yes, but you and your sister, you came up with the formula, she came up with the materials needed.
Yes, and you will be the mascot.
I hate it when you call me that.
Relax, this isn't anything different from public work. I mean, those fucking photographers all the time, papers writing us down. Not gonna be much different. It's just gonna be in front of a bunch of stuffy old professors.
I don't like this, Eldon.
I don't like it either, but I'd love to stick it in their faces. And you are a much better talker than me.
Fine.
Now, he takes the paper, you see him finish writing something, and if you want, DM, you can describe the papers, or do you want me to?
As you look at the papers, you see magical formulas, adding, subtracting, mathematical, essentially essay work.
DM?
Yes.
Upon seeing those magical formulas, I'd like to cast a cantrip on myself.
What cantrip would you like to cast?
Encode thoughts.
Encode thoughts. Okay.
Oh, what's that do?
You pull a memory, an idea, or a message from your mind and transform it into a tangible string of glowing energy, called a thought strand,
Ooh.
which persists for the duration, or until you cast the spell again. The duration is 8 hours.
As you read this magical formula, Aya, it's intriguing. It has a familiar yet odd feel to it. the mathematical formulas that almost seem to create a lovely symphony on the page. Dancing, the different material components needed for it, and of course the amount of magical ability needed for it. As you look at it, it is most likely a 7th circle magic. It is quite complicated.
And I might chime.
Yeah, you can chime in real quick if you want.
Can I tell what it does?
Make an Arcana check on that, Aya.
I was just like, I don't know. Bad time to switch hands.
God damn it. 8.
You can't quite make out what it does right now. You might have to do further research.
Got it.
Okay. So, Aya, okay. How well would you say Aya is at magic? Like, how intellectually adept are you?
Better at the blade, but middling as far as academics is concerned.
Like, okay, would you say you're not a scholar, but you do know enough magic, right?
Correct.
Like, you know most of the lingo, most of like the terminology, all that stuff. You, right?
Yeah, and you know, I carry around a notebook full of specific terms that I have trouble with.
Okay. So this is a very odd. So, as a wizard, you know that wizards like to write down their stuff, right? They like to write down. It's kind of part of their thing. Writing stuff, putting it in paper, or writing the recipes, the ingredients, all the stuff like that. This is a different kind. Like, formulas are a thing, but they're not usually used in magic all that much. They're usually used to calculate the effects of magic, not make magic. These formulas are the basic understanding. You can't exactly tell what the spell does, but you do know that these formulas are the basis. And they are really advanced stuff for a kid in college to make.
Again,
Even if he
they're
had
7th circle magics.
Yes, 7th circle. That's pretty fucking impressive for a college kid.
I will say this. I come from Luxenarn. So the people in Luxenarn colleges is anywhere from 50 to 700.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I mean by that, okay, with the context you have, for a human kid at a okay college, 7th level circle is like very impressive for somebody that young.
Yes.
And it's written with this weird sort of eloquence and understanding of it. You can't exactly make out all of it, but first of all, I'm trying not to blow too much smoke up my ass, but I am gonna say it's exception. It pertains of what you know of Eldon Vordoon. You now know that he was far smarter than he would ever let on to anyone, and this paper proves it. Does that agree?
Ellie, I feel you deserve the credit where it's due.
Oh, relax. Gods know I've had the spotlight too long, and besides, I'm probably gonna whip your butt at some other magical phenomenon. This one's just a small taste. Now get to studying. You have got a performance to make in the morning. And I have got to clean this shit up. And you see, as he looks down, there's a massive pile of papers underneath with like 10 to 15 broken pencils because he gave up halfway through. And all of them are sort of ripped or torn or broken. And he's just like, shit. He's got to pick it up. And he goes to pick it up.
Ramiel takes the paper and leaves the room. You suddenly find yourself in a different room, a lecture hall. A group of older gentlemen. You recognize one of them. In elven figure, a tall trident on his back. As you see him, it's the visage of your master, Aya.
Oh, God.
And you look, and you see beside him 3 other of the chromatic wizards. You would assume the one in the red cloak to be Akar the Red, the woman in the blue robes to be Irida the Blue, and the man with the long white hair to be Colgaitis the White.
Or as I know him as Colgaitis.
Colgaitis. Of the Manifestors.
And then you just hear, ladies and gentlemen, the Jericho.
As you're watching from this high vantage point in this room, you see that familiar figure of Ramiel walk to the front of the room, look towards you, give a heavy sigh, and begin moving his hands, reaching in and out of this pouch that he has at his waist, bringing out certain materials that fade into the ether as he's doing a strange dance almost. And as you watch it, you hear a familiar melody. Almost as if it's musical. And as you're watching, you see the shadows begin to encircle around his feet. As you see an armor begin to form around his body. And a blade emerge from his hand.
This is a demonstration of a blade song?
It seems to be a mimicry of a blade song. And as you see the armor form around him, the darkness enveloping his figure, immediately you see your master run towards him and wave his hand as the melody is interrupted, and the armor seems to fizzle away from his body.
DM, suddenly realizing that this is a mimicry of a blade song, that spell. If I look at it more as a performance piece rather than an academic paper, does it start to make sense?
It starts to make sense that it is an abjurative spell that boosts a person's ability to protect themselves and others.
Wow. So wait, I helped make a mimic... Sorry, out of character. Eldon helped make a mimicry of a blade song?
He came up with the formulas. His sister came up with the material components needed.
The formula.
And Ramiel was needed to cast the spell.
Mm-hmm.
He was a powerful enough wizard. But what I just saw was a botch of that.
Mostly because your master seems to have gotten to stop the demonstration before it went any further. You see a large argument begin, and you see... I'll say make a perception check real quick, Aya, as you're watching this.
Just as a question, would Eldon also rush up there after the spell went down?
He would begin
21.
moving. As you're seeing Eldon rushing towards the front of the room,
What the hell, man?
you see a flash of red and gold, long blonde hair, and a wide, ear-to-ear smile. As from the table at the front of this lecture hall, a paper is snatched, and a figure, almost impossibly quiet, leaves the hall with a laugh.
Is the face familiar to me?
You know tales of the Manifestors. You'd be able to recognize Daenerys Corbain just by description.
Always you, Corbain. Everything comes back to fucking Corbain.
Smellers or Bane.
Smellerous Corbain!
Orbane. Smellerous Orbane.
That's fucking great.
So, I did make a really cool spell, and then you got fucking
yeah.
sideways.
DM, is that the end?
That is the end
Do
of
I
the
wake up
memory.
from that?
That is the end of the memory.
I take this thought string and I'd like to apply it to my notebook.
Absolutely.
And now that I have that formula written in my notebook, I will pass out. But I do want to say that anyone who wanted to could make a perception check at the stars.
And
They might see something.
Alright, I might as well try.
The professor will try.
13 plus 2.
So 14 plus 5 for a 19. For
I got a
the
50.
yeah.
Basically, somewhere hidden in the stars, there is a person lying with a sword in their chest in the arms of another individual, and written above them in Elvish is, "I will not fail again."
Okay.
Senior DM.
Yes, Leopold.
It's a nat 20 for 26.
On the perception, so you would see it, and since you know Elvish, you would be able to read it as well.
Does it make any sense to me?
I mean, you might need to ask Aya for context, but I mean, doesn't really mean anything to you. But it very well might mean something to Aya.
I'm gonna go over and strike up a conversation with Aya.
Okay.
Hello, Leopold. What can I do for you?
Did you see that?
Ah. I hadn't realized I accidentally put that there.
It's just... I'm not sure what it means, but I understand some of it.
That is the scene of my master Trigoth's death. Because I failed.
Womp womp.
Did you just fucking say womp womp?
Sorry. Azul does it all the time. I figured I wanted to do it.
Fair.
Hardest won lessons are those learned through failure.
Yes. So, that incident is what made me the man I am today. And I think the reason it popped up is because I failed to save your friend Connie from being taken.
I have faith we'll find him.
I just hope it's not too late. Yeah, hold. And I will just kind of roll over and go to sleep.
Okay. If there isn't any more roleplay for the evening, you will all go to sleep. And as you all go to sleep, can I have everyone except for the hat roll me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh.
I fucking knew there was something there.
Connie won't have to roll it either, because there's other things going
He's
on
dead.
with Connie.
He's dead. I hate to say it, Burke, but your friend's dead. He's dead because of you! Gohan's dead!
Gohan's dead!
He's dead!
What did they say?
Gigi, what did they say? I got
Did you
a
get that scholarship you wanted?
19 for that wisdom.
Okay.
I got a 5.
Got a 5, Caladra?
I got a 5.
Okay.
I'm only 3 better than that.
Okay.
Than 8.
Cat is weak.
We're both doing great.
Oh wait, so
Wait.
does this count as a long rest for us, by the way?
Yes, it will be a long rest.
Okay.
You said wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
18 plus 2 for a dirty 20.
Huzzah! Congratulations, Leopold. Good job for that dirty 20, my friend. Okay.
It was all up to RNG.
Indeed. Alright. So you all fade off to sleep. You feel as though things are weird.
Oh.
But you drift off to sleep. And wake up. 8 hours later. And you all notice Professor Garantz is gone.
The second I notice, I immediately turn into my hybrid form and make a smell check.
I won't even have you roll a perception for it. It seems as though he's walking down towards the way that Connie was taken.
DM,
Seems as though he recommended a rest so that all of you could get a rest and he could go after Connie.
DM.
Yes.
I had set up a
Oh, yeah.
perimeter of alarm at every entrance.
You did not hear it.
Curious.
Anything that crosses that border, magical or otherwise.
You did not hear it.
That's bullshit!
What?
That is bullshit, I say.
But with my smellception, it says that he's gone down a way. He's not still here.
He's going. It seems as though his scent left last night.
Oh boy.
I will turn into my tiger form and just start booking it.
All right.
As I turn into it, I say, "Garant's left in the night." No.
Wait,
Mother
what did I notice?
Fucker. I
I'm
will
still
cast...
awake.
You did not notice it, Hat. You basically see a hay boy where Garance was. But you did not hear him slip out.
He did the greatest trick. He left a hay boy in his stead. My
This
God,
is
he's
bull-
been to college.
My brother, this is bullshit.
I'm gonna cast Phantom Steed and cast Gift of Alacrity on both me and Kaladra,
Absolutely.
and kind of pull her onto the back of the horse.
All
Can
right.
can I hop before you run off, Bert? Can I hop on your back?
Sure.
As your as you hop on the Phantom Steed there, Aya, you see Advin kind of wave his hands and bring them together as you see a tall, armored horse appear in front of him. And he grabs Yolanda and puts her on the back of his horse.
I knew we were.
As you see a tall, battle-bred horse covered in armor standing there.
Shut.
As you all head towards the place where Garant's left to. Connie.
Huh?
You feel as though you've been staring at this little girl for hours as she's just kicking her legs.
Focusing.
You feel like you fell asleep and woke up at some point, but you can't remember when. The tentacles seem to have gone silent. Do you try to
like,
move them?
I'm kind of just like idly chewing on the inside of my cheek. I'll try to move the tentacles, I suppose.
As the tentacles rise at your command, they begin moving almost like appendages you can control.
Do I remember, like, what happened and...
You don't remember what happened, you just woke up and found yourself here, staring at this little girl.
Do I remember who I am?
You remember who you are, and you remember the phrase, the Nightmen.
Huh.
You remember where you're from. You remember Burstead and the Nightmen. And that's pretty much it. Just that repeating phrase in your head. The Nightmen. The Nightmen.
Does it feel like I'm missing something?
It does. It definitely does.
I kind of take out my hammer and I kind of just like put it to the side of my head as I shock my head.
Roll damage on yourself.
Okay. Let's see. All right, that's 12. Alright, so that's 12 damage to me. Does that...
Roll a charisma save.
Okay. It's a 6.
Connie, after shocking the side of your head, you don't feel that stimulation you were expecting. Just that pain that surged through your body. When out of the corner of your eye, you see a small figure staring at you. Its eyes gone, its lower jaw missing. The little girl staring at you as you blink and shake your head and look at her again. You see a small girl wearing a green skirt, a green hat, blonde hair, and shining emerald eyes.
Oh,
As the small little creature
weird.
sits next to her. Hello.
Hi.
Who are you?
I'm Connie. Who are you?
I'm Tiana.
God damn it.
Huh.
Tiana Fortune.
Does that?
It doesn't ring a bell. It sounds familiar, but you can't think of it. You seem confused.
I am confused.
Where did you come from?
I don't know.
You're all shiny.
Shiny?
As you look at yourself, you don't see any shine to you.
Huh. I don't look shiny to me.
You are, though.
Huh.
Which means you're an outsider. She doesn't like outsiders very much.
Who?
She. I'm not allowed to say her name. Mommy would get angry.
Oh. Huh.
I hate my life because I know who this is.
Well, who's your mom?
That's a secret too.
Okay. Huh.
Do you want to play with me?
Okay. What do you want to play?
I usually like chasing around little dirt in here. As she points to the small creature.
Huh.
Durden also sounds familiar, but you can't quite place it. He's named after a brave ship captain.
Huh. Cool. Alright. Well, let's play that.
Yay! And you begin to chase around the small little rodent. And it's fun. Really fun. And that's when, Connie, you hear a cacoon from behind you. As you can almost feel something hit the tentacles. And deal to them 23 points of piercing damage. As you need to make a charisma save.
Okay. Do I feel that?
You do.
Like, I feel the pain?
You do. You don't take the damage, but you do feel the pain.
Well, so that charisma save, was, I mean, it was alright. It was like it's a natural 20, so...
Overrated as fuck.
Nat 20! Connie, as all of your memory begins flooding to the front of your brain, you feel the tentacles slowly release you from their grasp as you fall to the ground. No, not again.
I
This
whip
time,
around and pull
it's
out my
you.
hammer and tase it.
Roll it to hit at advantage.
Okay.
First him, and now you take him from me!
That's a...
What is that?
Yeah,
17
crowbar,
plus 6?
bitch.
17 plus 6, that'll definitely hit.
Okay. Cool. Alright, let's see. What's the damage looking like? 11 damage.
11 points of damage. You shock it, and the electricity emitting from your hammer seems to do more damage than you expected. I won't let you take one of my students, you foul beast. As you look at Garance, he looks dead tired.
Professor?
I won't let you take him. As you see, the gun that he created himself well over 10 years ago when you first met him.
I haven't seen that thing in a while. That's a sight for sore eyes.
Yeah, I have an important question.
Yes.
Does Connie remember the yo-yo?
Connie remembers the yo-yo.
Dan the Yo-Yo Man! I live!
The yo-man didn't...
I can live. I can remember the gravity yo-yo. My plans have been brought back to fruition!
But the yo-yo man didn't stop. He just kept on
yelling.
I want you all to know that when he said yo-yo, everything went robot and cut out for me.
There's like this smile that kind of creeps onto my face as I sort of remember the yo-yo.
You also notice that the creature seems to be stuck in place right now. Almost as if it was trying to hibernate, using your memories to recover.
Okay, now this is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is gonna work. Can I take out the container? Can I like put him in it?
Roll a contested Arcana check for me.
Okay.
I'll roll for the creature. Well, my friend, what did you get?
Alright. I got a... my brain fell apart for a second. And I got an 18.
Natural 1 for a 10.
Whoa!
As you place the container next to the creature, you see one of its legs just get sucked into the container as it fills it completely. As the creature no longer has balance, it falls. No, I wish to show him his glory. His glory is all that matters. Don't stop me, Garance. Connie, I can reset everything. I can make it to where you don't see the things that were there. You don't have to see his face anymore. You don't have to see his arm lying there in front of you.
Kind of like recoil a little bit from it.
Let me take you, Connie. Let me show you something new.
I have one person who does that, and she's not here right now, so we're good. I'm all right, okay?
There's only one person that can rock my world, and it's my male wife. It's my husband wife.
Can I try it again and like take one of his other legs with the
Absolutely.
with another canister? Okay. Let's see.
I will roll at disadvantage for him.
Okay. Okay. I got 17.
He got a... Let's see. He got a 3 for a 13. Or a 3 for a 12, sorry. So you place the canister, and again, it gets sucked into the canister.
What gets it?
He's not.
his leg.
How many legs does it have?
It has 4 altogether.
I mean, let's see. How
Stop.
many canisters do I have?
Please, I'm in so much pain. Please stop.
Well, next time you should probably ask before suddenly just taking someone by the back and dragging them down a creepy hallway. I'm just putting that out there.
Please.
It's a little weird.
Please, I just wanted to show you his glory.
Who's glory?
The font.
Ah, the font. All the
Oiga,
fonts. Ah,
vault the font.
jeez.
Oiga, vault the font.
What even are you?
I am a knowledge keeper. I was sent by the font to find those whom I could take knowledge from and keep it. I found...
Well, it sounds to me like you're trying to take mine. And I don't like that.
But it is restored to you as soon as you are free.
So then what's the point of your job?
Don't listen to him, Connie. End him. No. Don't end me, please. Let me live, Connie. Kill him,
Sir,
Connie.
What?
You stage right.
Kind of reach up towards my towards the bandana, kind of squeeze it, thinking for a moment. Oh, it's not something to be messed with. And I use 2 more canisters.
I won't even have you roll for the other 2. As you place one against another one of his legs, it sucks it up again. And as you place the last canister towards the middle of this creature, please, Connie, don't.
I'm sorry.
I need to live.
Well, I mean, you're not killing him, are you?
As you place the canister against the creature's middle, you see slowly as the creature is absorbed into this canister.
Does it seem like it's alive in these parts? Or...
The canisters seem to have this strange black shadow within them. They are full. It does not seem to be active within the canister.
Ouch.
You did the right thing, Connie. A mind
You're a
is not
murderer.
something to mess with.
What? Who? I don't get it. He's just a knowledge keeper, but why? It was bleeding. Why? I don't understand.
I know it's hunger. It would not have stopped. It would not have let you go.
Is it that same thing that was on you?
Yes. Garance slowly begins walking towards you, Connie. Tiana is kind of attached to your side, Connie, as she's kind of holding onto one of your pant legs. And looks up at you, and again, out of the corner of your eye, you could swear that she's missing her lower jaw and her eyes. But as you shake your head and blink, she is totally fine. Do you want me to get rid of that man? As she's pointing towards Professor Garance.
No. He's all right. He's a good person.
Okay. You're nice.
You're nice too.
Okay.
Kind of like pocket the canisters one by one, kind of looking at them. So, where's everyone else?
I snuck out.
Snuck out?
You see him pocket a device that was held within his left hand.
Can I make some sort of insight? Can I make an insight check on him?
Yeah, make an insight.
Let's see. That's a 4. Okay.
It seems to be Professor Garance, and he is pretty normal from what you know.
Yeah.
Yes?
Due to the history that Connie has with him, would that roll be done at an advantage?
I'll allow it.
Sweet. I'll take it.
Clearly says, and a show. I'll allow it.
That's a 9. It's not that much better.
Even when we try to give you a chance, you fuck it up somehow.
Professor Garance.
The dice does not like it.
He seems to be a bit shaken up from seeing the creature again, but other than that, he seems to be fine.
What was...
DM, can you be a bro and give him advantage again?
What?
No.
What's that? I'm kind of, nodding to the device that I saw him put away.
It's something I learned to make. As he brings it out, your friend Aya put up one of those alarm spells. And, well, he puts the item on his chest and twists, and nothing seems to happen to his body, but he walks up to you, and he reaches for your shoulder and passes right through it.
Is that a phase shifter?
God damn it.
I was able to escape quite easily with this item. As he twists it again and touches you on the shoulder, and then puts it back.
So cool!
The materials were rather hard to find in this place. It's the reason you don't see me wearing the classic armor.
Wow, I've been brainstorming that for a while, but I didn't know you could do it. That's so cool.
It's hard to do, and
Bit of a bitch, actually.
honestly, it took up all of the battery in my fabricator to make it.
So, I'd like to hear a thank you, please. Sorry.
You show me how to make that?
I mean, once I get out of here, yes.
You never cease to amaze me, Professor.
I try, Connie. I
And-
truly do try.
And thanks again for saving me from the thingy, that thing.
You're very welcome, my friend. He brings you into a hug, Connie, and kind of just holds you for a second.
There's just a kid standing next to you while this is all happening.
I will not allow anything to separate the last two of us ever again.
Well, that's ominous.
Right. Well, my mess too.
I don't have the strength to do it.
Around this time is when the Nightmen would be emerging from the hallway.
Crash.
Aya looks pissed.
As you see Garance and Connie just kind of talking, and a small girl just looking at all of you. Hat and Caladra, you would both recognize this little girl as Tiana Vordoon.
Connie! And I'll kind of like dive for, like kind of dive over to him.
You transform while I'm still on your back, so I go flying.
Hey, brother!
Yeah, hi, okay.
Mashallah.
You're alive. Okay.
A little warning would have... He comes over with like a fucking garbage can's worth of garbage on him. You could have given brother a warning.
Sorry. Sorry.
I get it.
And then I'll kind of like morph out of the tiger form back into my...
By the way, the moment he sees Tiana, he completely freezes.
Well, especially since Hat, you see her out of the corner of your eye. And it almost looks like there are two gaping holes where her eyes should be, and like her lower jaw has been ripped from her body.
Do I know what happened to this child?
You don't.
Do I also see this?
Burke, you would see her out of the corner of your eye as well.
And who's the...
But as you look at her dead on, she has her eyes and lower jaw.
I do know who this is. I don't know what happened to her.
who's
Hi.
this?
I'm Tiana.
Yeah, she's my friend.
She's also the younger sister of Eldon Mordoon.
Huh. DM, would I know of anything of that?
None of you would really know what happened to Tiana, because as far as you knew, Eldon still didn't know where she was.
Or at least Grim didn't.
Yeah, or at least Grim didn't.
Gotcha. Kind of crouch down to her level. I'm friends with your older brother.
Are you? How do you know Ellie?
Little adventuring buddies.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where Ellie
What?
is? I'm kinda lonely here. All I have is Durden, as she points towards the small little rodent at her side.
Durden.
Named
Yeah, I know
after
Durden.
named after a powerful ship captain, yeah.
I know Durden? Would Hat know Durden?
Hat was with the Nightmen during the Dash arc.
Oh, right. Oh, it is your ship.
Would Caladra know Durden?
Caladra, you being on the continent of Flytharian, you would have heard of tales of Durden from your father.
Okay.
He is the only person to sail beyond the Dire Strait, which is a magically protected area between the continent of Lytharian and the island of Desh.
Gotcha. I also technically meant the little creature. Since I knew the girl, I was asking if I knew the little creature.
The small creature. Yeah, this small rodent is usually known as a hammy.
And like, did I know she had a friend that was a hammy?
Yes. You would
Okay.
you would know the small hammy as well.
I just wasn't sure if he was friends with, like, they were friends in the real world, or
Yeah.
if this was an afterward she
Sir
found
Hammy.
him.
Yes.
Sir Ham.
She's
Sir,
known this hammy for a very long time.
Oh, okay. I love that for her.
But she looks very young. Very probably the same age that you last saw her, Caladra.
Nothing
Or at
wrong with
least-
How you got here?
Well, maybe like a year or two older, but other than that, it's
Yeah.
strange.
Nothing ominous about that at all. We should move on without asking questions.
So
And
why are
with
you
that,
guys
Burke will
here?
proceed to ask a question. Well, I was here looking for my friend. Who You
Okay.
seem to have found.
And I am here to help them find their friend, to help them fix their friend, to get out of this place.
Yeah, we're here to help your big brother figure some things out.
Where is Ellie?
He's a little lost right now.
He surrounds us, he binds us, he
He
penetrates.
penetrates us. Hey, yeah.
Aya is like staring daggers at
A child.
Garant.
Garance just looks over at you and kind of shrinks a little.
What's up, Aya?
I think you know what these are.
I pride myself on my magical capabilities. I may not be Advin, but I am damn good when it comes to an alarm spell. And he jeopardized not only his safety, but your safety by going alone.
I did what I had to save my student.
Aya just kind of leans towards Garant and says, I also pride myself on maintaining composure. I've let myself go twice in the past 20 years. Once, resulting in the death of a close friend of mine. The second time you saw in the hallway. Don't make it a third!
Okay. I
What?
think that's enough for
Even though
now.
you tried to kill me, revenge is not an idea we have on our planet. But we're not on our planet. Are we?
Garance kind of looks down. No, he's right.
Yeah, well, for future reference, let's not try and split it up.
This group is
Just
not
make
a
it
big
worse.
fan of surprises.
I understand.
You've already been
Place
lost
like
once
this.
in here.
What'd you say, Calandra?
I was just saying, in a place like this, you don't want surprises, exactly.
As Yolanda's looking at Garance, how did you even find him anyways? Well,
Found him in the
I, No, not asking how you found Garance. She was asking Garance how he found you.
Oh!
Well,
Yeah, I'm still out of it. I'm still getting my memories back.
all of the technology we have leaves a residue. And he clicks 2 buttons on the sides of his watch, and a scope comes up. And he waves it along the ground. And you see basically traces of you, Connie.
Ah. Right. So is that what it looks like when you're, like, smelling things out?
I mean, well, don't see it, but I guess maybe.
Cool. I forgot we could do that. That's...
Tiana looks at all of you. So then, are you all here for the key?
Yeah, we, wanna use it to help your brother.
Her eyes kind of droop and she gets a sad look on her face.
Is that not okay?
It's fine. She takes
sure?
off her hat, brings out a small doll made of leaves, vines, and flowers, and hands it to you, Connie. Here you go. And as she hands it to you, you feel underneath it something metal.
I guess, can I, like, turn it over and see?
As you turn it over, you see the key underneath it.
Huh.
And as you look at the key, you see a symbol that you can only possibly interpret as confusion.
Huh.
Confusion? What does confusion look like?
Oh, I definitely felt a bit of that today.
And as you...
Take good care of it.
Okay.
It's like...
Say hi to Ellie for me, okay?
Yeah. We'll do that. You kind of, like, pat her
I
on the
feel
head.
awful right now.
As Burke pats her on her head, she runs over to Connie and gives him a big hug.
Okay.
It would be a terrible feeling.
Make sure to make your big brother all better.
Okay. I'll be good. Will you
I
come
know you
visit me again?
He kind of looks up to Burke and they kind of look between each other. Yeah.
She gets a big smile, and you see a missing tooth, a few teeth back on her on the right side of her top molars.
Yeah. I'll come visit and I'll bring this really cool way where it unrolls from string. It's like a yo-yo, but it goes up and in the air instead.
Pitching your idea to like a
That's
14-year-old girl.
Cool. She's not 14. She is small. She's like 6 years old.
Oh, never mind.
Tiana's like 6 years old.
Like a Shark Tank, but it's just one little girl and all of her teddy bears.
That's so cool.
The council approves.
The counselor.
You promise I get one, right?
Obviously. Make one just
Yay!
special for you. What color do you want it?
Oh, make it yellow or green?
I can make it yellow and green.
That's so cool.
This is wholesome, but I have a terrible feeling in the pit of my stomach.
Alright. Well, we've got to get going now.
I will say Joey's kind of not really acknowledging Tiana as Tiana focuses her eyes over on Joey. You see sweat kind of start to form and like almost like a frustrated, pained look on her face.
DM. I know I'm gonna regret this, but I put on the glasses and look at Tiana.
As you put on the glasses, Aya, you see a little girl. Her leg missing. Her rib cage open, displayed for all to see. Her lower jaw torn away from her body, and 2 gaping holes where her eyes should be. Blood streaming down her face like tears.
There it is. There's
Her
the big feeling.
arms broken and shattered. And her heart missing.
I'd like to make a performance check to casually exit the area.
Make a performance check.
Her heart's not the only one that's missing.
I'm so not okay. And the worst part is, I knew this was coming. Well, not this, but I knew it would happen.
That's an 18 performance check.
You feel like you're nonchalant enough about it.
Well, we really should be going, guys. Tiana, it was
Wow.
a pleasure meeting you.
It was a pleasure.
meet you all. I hope you all have fun.
I
I'll
feel...
come back and visit real soon. Okay?
Okay.
Alright. Bye.
Bye. She waves her hand, and Aya,
See ya, kiddo.
you see a struggle.
I'm not even looking at her. I'm
Okay.
not
You're
even looking at
looking at
her. I've turned
Look at
around.
it.
I'm walking down the
Be a
hallway.
man!
I am shakily taking off the glasses.
As everyone
I-
follows Aya.
Yeah, could I be like, kind of, can I perception check to see if I notice Aya seems a little freaked out?
I'd say Caladra, since your eyes have probably subconsciously drifted over to Aya every once in a while, you would notice.
Alright, so as he goes to take off his glasses, I kind of put my hand on one of his hands and just go, "Are you okay?"
Sometimes, fully taking off the glasses, holding the, what are those called? Hooks?
They're the arms of the glasses.
The arms.
Folds the arms of the glasses, puts it into, the breast pocket of his
Of
vest.
his jacket. Yeah, vest, I guess.
He doesn't have a jacket.
Yeah,
It is
he's just
actually
got a
jacket.
vest. He's got to show off his
Caladra?
muscles.
Sometimes it's better not to know the answer to a question. I'll be fine, but I probably shouldn't.
That's the slogan of this entire place.
As you
I'll be
all
fine.
exit this area
I shouldn't have.
and move your way back out that way of the maze towards the 30 by 30 by 30 room, we're going to go on break.
We need it.
We'll be back in 15 to 20 minutes. See you guys
All right.
then.
Nothing but boats and hoes.
Hello,
Boats and hoes.
hello. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So, we're gonna take a few steps back because Advin has joined us.
Late
Say
motherfucker.
hello, Advin.
Hi! Hi! I can't wait for this drug-free hallucination. I'm gonna say it twice because I forgot to say it last episode I was here.
That's fair.
I don't want to say it at all.
No, you said it last
Too
time you
bad.
just said it at the end, not the beginning.
Usually I try to go for the beginning, but when I'm late, I try to go for the end.
So we're gonna backtrack a little to the day before Advent.
The sequel to The Day After Tomorrow.
As you open the book, you look through the next chapter in front of you.
Which book is it, by the way?
This is the book of the... essentially the book of the Forgotten Gods.
Ew. Continue.
Give me 1 second. Let me find it.
Got up 1 second, don't talk.
Where is it? Hold up. Give me 1 second. Trying to find it.
Me with the girl of my dreams trying to find my dick. I'm trying to find it. You're so beautiful. I can't find my dick.
There it is.
That
As
is where I found
you
Let me shush.
as you flip to chapter 3. Chapter 3, right?
Yep, chapter 3.
This is chapter 3. Veldruka.
One more time?
Veldruka.
I just
Let
went to
me
make it
let me
corrected later.
throw it in, yeah. There you go.
No, Luca.
Veldruka.
Abluka.
As
Trebuchet.
Advin, you read through this chapter. It begins with something strange. While not sealed in the Nexus, I wished to chronicle the legend of this glorious king. Veldruka was the original god of the sun. He held in his hand glory and power. He is known as the father of Dravine and husband of Crescenia.
Oh.
Finally, something interesting.
Isn't that the ex-husband of Crescenia?
Veldruka was a powerful god. But after the first calamity, where the gods sealed the 4 primordial entities in their own realms, he caused the second. In his want to create, he forged a place where his son could be born. The core of the earth. The core of Aeidros. Sleeping for over 3 million years, incubating and hatching. The god's child was made. And after hatching, this child caused the entire world to break and shatter. Dravine was seen as the second calamity. He was born to a world of chaos and tumultuousness. An unfortunate sight to be his first. Being the cause of the destruction of the world that the gods so sought to bring harmony. Veldruka was looked down upon by the other gods, and told never again to set foot on the land of Aeidros. And so he made his domain the sun. He was banished never to see his son again. But he smiled down on the planet that he so appreciated for being there when his son was but a hatchling. One fateful day, when he first met Ksenia, the goddess of the moon, it was the first ever eclipse to happen on this world. They met and wed. And they created something so beautiful. The son of Ksenia and Veldruka, the forgotten boy, the god who was killed before he even drew his first breath, a god who would never see the light of Aeidros, but instead be put in all parts of it, sewn into the very fabric that created the tapestry of fate. Veldruka was angry with this, and turned to his brother, well, Ksenia's brother, the archivist, for assistance. The archivist wept, for he could not assist his sister, and he could not help his brother with his revenge. And so he did something else. The archivist told Artios, one of Veldruka's creations on the surface of his domain. Artios, knowing what Veldruka would eventually do, sealed him within the core of the sun. With the assistance of books from the Archive of Eternity. And now Artios stands guard over the father of dragons, till he is forgotten and left in obscurity. And after you read that chapter...
Well, before we go to the next chapter...
Yeah. You receive... What's up?
Advin's... Like, the more he reads this book, his faith starts to waver a bit, but not enough to, like, outright destroy his faith. But
he's questioning.
He definitely has questions, but he has more... He's starting to see and understand why the Demon Lord, more and more why the Demon Lord is did what he did and is trying to still continue to do.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually starting to sympathize with him. Because he is not liking these other gods.
They not like us? Timely reference. Moving on.
So, Advin.
Yes.
The ability you gain from this is Vision of the Sun. Once per day, you are able to cast daylight. And deal to any creature within that daylight got that wrong. You are able to do 6d8 radiant damage to any creature that you wish within that sunlight, within that 60-foot radius of daylight.
Wow.
You might need to send me a bit more of a detailed one. I'm just doing my best to.
Yeah.
What I can. But yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Cool.
He got you. We got you.
Thanks,
Hot you, bless you. Hot you, bless you.
Vision of the sun.
Alright, I'll just get rid of what I got.
But wait a minute.
Yeah.
Isn't the sun a deadly laser?
No. The sun is a deadly
Deadly
laser.
laser.
Not anymore. There's a
blanket. Said some grass and bugs.
I don't think people need to know the entire history of the universe, I guess.
There's a video. If only there were a video for that.
Oh, yeah. It was like a 40-minute video, I swear.
And if only there were a couple videos that also explained a couple of the other forgotten gods.
Okay, now's not the time for your plug. We were making a reference that was wholesome. Now you just plug yourself.
Yes, I plugged
See,
myself.
This is capitalism in action.
Let's be fair. It's sponsored by us. Just a bunch of middle class to low class workers just trying to make it by.
Some of us don't even work.
And it's low class.
Or low class trash. And to prove it, I'm starting a podcast.
Oh no. You shouldn't invite me. You shouldn't. I'd love to join, but
I'm kidding, I'm not making a podcast. Podcasts are for suckers.
so you.
Okay, Advin, tone it the fuck down, will you? Why is everyone so quiet?
Because I'm typing the ability that he just got.
Yep. Alright, there we go. Beautiful. We
There
can
you go.
continue.
Vision of the sun. All made pretty and everything for you. Alright. Now then. That was Vildruka.
Vajruka. Suka blia.
And as you wake up the next day, Advin, you read another chapter as you're riding on the horse, trying to keep up with Burke and everyone else.
And Hatz's.
You see on chapter 4. Hold up. Wait, where'd it go?
Nope. What happened?
There it is. I thought I pinned it. Hold up. Pin message. Yes, pin it. Why did that not? There we go. Now it worked. Alright. You see the name Imoltaerth. The Smoldering Shrieks. Imoltaerth was... Here. There you go.
Gracias.
You're de nada, mi amigo. Imoltaerth was an intriguing entity. He was the son of the great fire elemental, which was sealed into the plane of fire. He showed the humans that were created on this world of Aeidros, along with the elves. He is the creator of fire. The last living piece of his father. He showed them how to harness it and use it to their advantage, to keep warm on cold nights. And beyond that, he showed them how it could help, and how to keep it from harming others. But as we know with mortals, when they are given something, they will very often misuse it. Earth had his creation twisted and broken in front of him, used for war, for pillaging, to strike fear, to break. And so Emol went mad and began sundering kingdoms under his feet. Where once he was hailed as the god of fire, he was now revered as a monster. With each step, forests burned. Each swipe of his hand, families smoldered. So the gods did what they had to save their creation. They sealed him in the Nexus, where he still shrieks to this day, smoldering in pain and agony.
Ouch.
I just put in notes with Spanish and Nexus for being a hot bad boy.
God damn it.
God.
Trying to remember what I had for this ability because I can't find it in my notes. I know what it did, but like I can't find the name for it in my notes.
Sad.
Sag. Riveting commentary.
Yep, I know. Such awesome commentary.
So, I guess while this is going on, I just want to thank everyone for taking the time to check us out. Even if it's just good friends of ours, we really do appreciate it. And we appreciate just everything. Big fan of you guys. We couldn't do this without you. I mean, we could, but it wouldn't be as fun.
It wouldn't be as fun.
We wouldn't be getting paid.
I mean, kind of
Alright.
doing this, so.
Bolstered by the flames, sorry.
Bolstered by the flames.
From this point forward, you have been blessed by the flame. You are resistant to all fire damage, and you add 1 extra damage die to all fire spells.
Third level fireballs just now are automatically 4th level at 3rd circle.
Yep, 3rd circle are now automatically 4th circle fireballs.
And that huge buff.
It is a massive buff, but you gotta be careful with that ability, man.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, this could make Corbain jealous.
That's gonna come back to bite you, you realize.
I probably just added something to his notes.
Mm-hmm.
No!
Drain ability
Why'd you open your mouth?
from Advent. Got it.
Alright.
How'd you do it? Why'd you open your mouth?
So as you all approach the 30 by 30 by 30 room, Burke kind of shifts into his tiger form, and Connie just kind of lays on top of him and falls asleep. Yolanda kind of like dismounts from Advin's horse and stands tall. We have 2 more places to go. As I've said, the Hunter's Fall should be last. So instead, we should go to the Solar Depths.
We still need to read the book in order to get there, though.
Yes, and Advin's been more concerned with the book that he bleeds from.
It's worth
And
it.
us. He just looks like he's so pale because he's lost so much blood.
Listen, it used to be a dark green tinge, but it's become more of a like a leaf green.
Snot green.
No, leaf green now. Just kind of like, yeah.
Okay.
Just a few more pages.
I say we should head back to the Crestfall, regroup, and head towards the Solar Depths in the morning.
Oh, great. It's back to college for me. Spending all day reading books.
Do I know anything about the Solar Depths, by the way?
You know that it is where the vortex connecting to the Nexus is. There is a reason that area is so dangerous, and why it is considered the second most dangerous place in the in the Hunter's Lament.
No, my friends, I should let you know. By the way, for Advin, I don't know if you saw the change bit.
Oh, he did.
But
Yeah, you're a dark shepherd.
I'm Tiefling Jesus.
Yeah, I know. You're a false shepherd. Got it.
I'm a false shepherd, baby. He says, now, there is something you all must know about this place that we go to tomorrow. It is the reason it is the most dangerous place in the Lament is because it is the closest to the vortex that leads to the Nexus. So we must be careful.
Duly noted.
One false step, and you will fall into the Nexus, never to return.
Hooray for us.
This is not a laughing matter.
You hear me laughing?
I've got to bring some levity into this hat.
That's just... I bonk you on the head with a cane. Bonk.
Anyways,
It's a really good day. It's a really good day. So what if it's been a shit day? It's gonna be a good day.
I said no
Cat
horny.
Cat's eyes back.
You should read the book, Advin. Hat, can you open the portal for us?
Okie dokie. Open.
You hear the laughter of Jeshio once more. As a smile appears from Hat's head and swallows all of you. As you appear back in front of the Knell in the Crestfall.
And
It
I will
doesn't
say
get any less weird.
that in order to grab the hat, it just sort of like grows arms, picks him up and eats it, shoves it in its mouth like a candy bar.
No, it kind of rotates. So it spreads tall and high from his head, and then swallows, and then brings it back round to swallow the hat.
And we are back.
That's still the weirdest thing.
So what's this book you've been telling me about?
She hands you the book that literally just says, Crafts to Travel the Nexus in.
Takes it. Puts it. I would say put it in the bag and hold it, but it's just kind of like, is there anything specific you wanted me to look up? Or can I have
We just need to read the book.
The book.
Advin.
Just read!
I'm reading! Shush!
Kaladra.
Starts reading.
Kaladra!
Ladra, smack his
Advin.
balls.
The three of us
What?
together should just get together and... I'm gonna set up the dome. Advin, Kaladra, reading party.
Oh,
Reading party.
Reading party.
I'm down.
At some point, I gotta
I'm
talk to
definitely down.
Yolanda.
I'm down for a reading party.
Aya just sets up the dome, and the three of them just sit in the dome
Reading.
No, wait,
reading
you
party.
just put it. You put a dome in the dome. Just a library in the dome.
Regular dome,
I
regular
just
dome.
quickly puts a do not disturb sign outside.
The stars are on the outside of the dome and literally read "Do not disturb."
Well, I'm going to go sit with Burke and Connie. I'll see you all later.
Okay.
They walk inside the Knell, and you hear the clattering of chains as they walk inside.
Okay. So, if everyone goes to bed, I kind of stop Yolanda halfway through. My friend, you seem... I must speak with you in private.
What is it, Hat?
I noticed your apprehension. Speak to your sister. Why?
I understand most of you couldn't see it. In fact, I
See
doubt
what?
any of you could see it.
If she has any sort of insight, she knows Aya saw. He did a performance check, not a deception check.
What would I need to do?
Look, Hat.
Okay.
That corpse was no longer my sister.
Corpse? I noticed that our friend Aya ran away.
Hat, you knew our younger sister.
Briefly, yes.
She was a kind, beautiful, adorable, sweet girl. And what happened to her is not anything anyone deserves.
I'm afraid I do not know of her fate. Only that.
But I do.
I'm afraid.
And you don't need to know right now.
I apologize, but I was sent here to protect your friend, to help Elden, your brother. I am not your enemy.
I know, Hat. But I still don't trust you.
May I ask why?
Because you've been in here for the past 13 years, and you've done jack shit to help.
There is a difference between me. There is very little I could do. I am but an avatar. I've only been able to maintain peace and make sure that it did not fall completely.
And yet, Hat, he's on the precipice of death.
Yes, but that was not my doing. There are things in here that your brother never thought to reconcile. It is not his fault, nor any of ours. This was a day coming that he knew as well. He just hoped it would not be today, or any day. You know as well as I do that your brother is not exactly the best at planning ahead.
Nor is he the best at communicating.
That.
Good night, Hat. I'll see you in the morning.
That is a trait you,
I'm
the Warden,
not
seem
sure
to have.
she can say that. We just woke up.
I mean, fair.
Shh.
You guys have been walking for like 4 hours.
Well, I mean, you guys are just taking a break. We're taking a short rest.
Yeah. I guess you can take a short rest and then, you arrived at the Nell to take a short rest and then regroup.
Actually, I think the Hat goes up to Advin and just asks, Advin.
Advin's in the dome in a reading party right now.
Yep.
Oh.
We could have
Can I catch him before he goes in, or is that when I was talking to Yolanda?
I'd say you can catch him before he went in. It takes a bit to put up the dome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Advin, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
I must ask, what is it that you intend to find here? I know that you are here to help your friend, but it seems you are searching for something else.
I'm searching for knowledge on the front to understand the kind of damage you did to them. So when the time comes, when we need to start putting the pieces back together, although it won't be fully back or be the same, it'll at least help us find the smart.
I must say, Advin, I am not your enemy, but you've
You've
treated
made
me
it.
very,
You've
very
also
hostile.
treated me very hostilely as well.
You'll have to forgive me. It is not very often that I speak to others outside of this mine. In here I am a person who thinks and feels and breathes. But out there, I am merely a hat. Such is life.
You treat me like someone who isn't aware of dangers. I am very well aware of dangers.
That
But
is
I'm
not-
like, let me speak. I'm aware of dangers, and I'm willing to take risks for knowledge to help. I search and I scourge. And I've fought my way up to get to the knowledge I have. I was hunted, and I've been shamed upon almost every...
What happened?
Oh, don't do this, Mike. Technical difficulties, sorry.
You're all good.
Michael, what are you doing here?
Alright, I'm gonna just have to backtrack a bit.
Yeah, the last thing we heard was Every.
Yeah. I've had to scrounge and dig for every bit of knowledge I've had. And almost every town I've been to, when they found out who I was, the same as Elton, kicked out, banished, or chased off. Every bit of knowledge I've had, I've cultivated and risked my life for it. This is nothing new. I understand this is not a normal type of danger from the outside world, but it didn't give you the right to treat me like a child.
Very well, Advent. But I should have you know, whatever dangers befall you in here cannot be undone. Be careful. And he leaves. But before he leaves, he bonks Aya on the head with the stick again.
Oh shit! I trip him.
I hit your ass on the way down.
Fucker!
Alright, let's get this reading
Come on,
party started!
You all begin reading these books.
Before we start reading, I'm like, okay. I called you two in here because I think this is really cool. And I will pull out a strand using encode thoughts of the memory that I got last night and have them both take a look at it. And it's the entire memory that I went through. So they see everything that I saw.
And Advin, the main thing you focus on at the very end is Corbane.
I know, Advin, I know. But, did you see that spell?
It was well crafted.
It mimics blade singing.
Are you okay with that?
I mean,
It's a huge leap.
It's a big problem because there's a real potential that the reason my master stopped there's a couple of reasons Master Tragoth stopped that example. One, it probably would have kicked off a war between the Scaled Throne and Luxenarn. Two, there's a real possibility that him using that spell could have instantly had him fall under the spell of the song. Advin, you've experienced it yourself. You know what it's like.
It is not a pleasurable experience, to say the least.
Yes. Now imagine someone who can manifest the blade song, but none of the training.
I'm more concerned about who took said spell.
I am wholeheartedly with you on that front.
I didn't take the spell.
No, Corbane did.
Corbane
Right.
did. That's why he's...
Right.
I'm wholeheartedly with you on the fact that Corbane should not have access to this spell. That is a problem. A real problem. There's nothing we can do about that now. But the main problem is that they created this.
I feel like I'm being talked about somewhere in the mindscape.
What's an impressive feat is how young these boys were able to create said spell. That's a feat like no other.
It's such an impressive feat. Yeah, it shouldn't exist. But that's besides the point. I just wanted to show it to you. I have the formula written down. I showed him the page of the formula.
I make a copy of said formula.
Absolutely.
And Advent kind of looks towards him. It's like, you gotta teach me that mind thing.
Oh,
It looks
the
like a
code thought?
cantrip. Yeah. It's not the cantrip I have in my syllabus.
It's a phenomenal trick that I learned while I was a barbarian. I'd send secret messages with the strands. Allowed me to stay under the radar for a long while. It did catch me eventually because of one of those strands. Yeah. Or downside of it too. But
It's still very impressive.
yes.
Alright, I'm back.
I imagine Kaladra's just like staring at Aya as he's getting impassioned.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's just like
Not
taking it
understanding a
all
single
in.
word of it. But
Yeah, not understanding
that's
all of
all.
it by any means, but just like,
It's
damn.
just kind of nonchalant, like, uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. He has nice pecs. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
No. It's like, uh-huh.
I'd-
How do I
I've-
stop Corbett?
I'm on my way.
I gotta find a plan to stop Corbett.
I must keep this Corbane from coming, but how?
You must tell me everything you've read about in that book.
Oh. It's where he pulls out his notebook. And some healing potions.
Smart idea.
So, let's start with probably the one that is very interesting, that's impact the world. And he pulls out the notes of the war god.
As you pull out the notes for the war god, Advin, the dome surrounding all of you in a warm embrace. Connie, Burke, Garance, all of them in the knell, waiting. The hat, still confused as to what happened to the youngest sister of the Vordunes.
Oh, God.
Kaladra just excited to be here. And Leopold standing guard, watching ever vigilant. As we rush towards the swirling vortex, and the eyes stare ever further, looking towards what appears to be nothing at all. But what we know is beyond the murky surface of the water. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Of course it is.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for joining us on tonight's journey. So much fun. So much fucking fun. We appreciate you all joining us for tonight. Lemmy, if you would please take us out.
Of course. Always remember that if you're ever going to bury a body, don't bury it 6 foot down. You want to bury it 12 foot down so the dogs can't smell it. Oh, and also always remember that the hat
works in mysterious ways.
ways.
Good night, everybody.
Don't blame me, and do not mention me to the cops.